Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today we are on Link. But before we get started with that coin, please do subscribe to this channel and show us some love, right? Maybe even like the video, support is always welcome here. And yes, let us go right back into it. So a quick debrief from Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're doing pretty much what we expected, right? They're doing the kind of point that we said that the most bullish kind of point, right? And this is really what we wanted to see. We even said if it goes all the way down, get down there, it's gonna hurt us so much on odds that we don't want to be seeing that, and it's gonna be right on the limit edge of the bull market essentially, right? And yes, today I was quite contemplating if I should do a coverage on Link or not. It's gonna be a little bit higher time frame, right? The point is, because the last time I did the Link, and you might know this, I mean, I was kind of leaning towards a little bit of a short up here, and I received a lot of hate for it because Link is the baby of crypto and there's a lot of holders in there. But look at where we are, right? A couple of weeks later, we are here. Actually crashed the Link for like 50%, right? I mean, under the $10 bridge. And right now I'm seeing what I want to do this video because I do want to capture opportunity on it, right? So even if I receive hate for it, I do apologize in advance, but this is how trading just goes. It can't go up all the time unless you buy in Tesla, because apparently Tesla will go up until it's the #1 company in the world, and I don't even ask me why. I mean, I do think it's a little bit overrated, right? Okay, so the first position right here taken, right? This is the first spot where you also absolutely want to hold. So when people see this, they immediately think, oh my gosh, this is so weak and not anything, right? I wouldn't exactly say it's weak, right? Okay, so yes, because we touched so deep here, we already reacted. So and gained above this and now lost it again. So I would say it is a little bit more on weaker side than it is on strong side. That is absolutely true if you have that perspective, but it doesn't mean that it's actually weak. The point is what you created here. When you do a structure like this, right, and you touch this, like you say, reacted, went above this, still failed, unfortunately still failed, and this is where I would have taken my long for sure, and I would have gotten stopped, but I didn't see it luckily, right? So in that protection, we sort of protected ourselves. I probably wouldn't have even taken it because at the moment, I even said really trying to stay out of most of the trades because Ethereum and Bitcoin were just looking horrible, and now they're finally fixing itself, right? So the second grade right now comes down here, and what makes this so special, right? And I'm gonna delete all this right now. What makes it so special in this structure in this case is, just let me delete it, is the fact that you came down here, touch this area again, and now you're kind of doing a sideways. And if you zoom in that sideways, you will see that there's actually some strength still left in this, and even that the volume a little bit increased from this time to this time, right? So yeah, there is a good chance for you to still hold this. And I would say in that case, right, if you're looking for this, I would do a buy area right here. So it's the buy area is right now if you're looking for a trade. The buy area is right here, and I would go like this and put a stop loss around here. So it is about 7% stop loss, and not too much, right? And not too little as well, right? It's not the best, but it's definitely something to work with, right? Okay, so the next point that would be my kind of a first profit target. As you can see, I'm targeting quite high because if this is gonna hold, trust me, it's gonna go test somewhere around here, and it's probably gonna break the top, break the top. And if this was Forex or traditional markets, I would actually place my TP right here. But in crypto, you usually go and touch the tops under it, and then you sort of will go down. But if you want, that's also an option. You can take the profit target right here for 23%. Gains or 3R, or you can take it for a safer point, which is 17% or 2.4R. That is one of this. The second profit target then is, and this time, interesting enough, I will not be, I will not be going for the new high, because I do think when you had a 50% rejection off the top, I'm going to keep it a little bit simple and, play it a little bit safe in this case and not put it all the way to the top. I'm gonna play it like this, and if it breaks the top, so what I'm basically expecting, if it does a strong reaction all the way to up here, yes, I will refill my trade. So as you can see, I will be missing that extra, let's just say how much is that extra? That extra 7 to 8%, maybe 10 at best, right? But I will be a lot safer than any guys who are gonna be holding all the way to up here or up here, right? Because simply I will just hedge against my risk, and if it doesn't break, I get take my TPs, and if it does break, I get refill just for 10% higher. It's not a big deal. That's what I'm trying to essentially put out there, right? That is scenario number one. The scenario number two would be kind of a bad scenario for Link, and the scenario number two is gonna be you go from here, right, and you go all the way down here, right? That would be kind of a second-hand scenario. Now, if that second-hand scenario happens, or it happens to happen, right, it's actually a bad news, because then Link has to do a lot again if it wishes to save itself, right? So yeah, the stop loss is gonna be in that case about, let me just fix it a little. Okay, about 8%. It's gonna be the stop loss, and if we ever come down here with Link, it's gonna be really heavy to save itself, right? I mean, because at that point the retracement is gonna be so big, and you're gonna get a bad daily closures underneath these levels, that this will actually spiral it kind of into semi-bear market, you know. So I'm going to say the Link is not going to be looking the strongest, and there will probably be alts out there who you would rather trade at that point, right? So I'm not trying to receive any hate for this, right? I'm not trying to tell you to sell the Link or anything like this. I know people trust heavily into Link, but I'm just saying it would not be in your probably best interest to be holding it for a long term at that point, right? Because, you know, retracement is quite deep. It's not going to be on weekly. If we go honestly speaking, if you look at it on weekly, it's still fine. It's still fine. So on the really high time frames, it's still fine. But I'm saying for the medium time frames, the ones that we usually trade off, it's gonna be a little bit more ugly, right? And there will probably be coins that will do higher percentage moves than Link will do at that point, right? So yes, my first profit target would be located quite here, and my last profit target in this case would be located here, which is about 67% or 8.5 R, which is still pretty good profit target. You get to this, you get to take this off, and you know, you get to follow another thing. If it breaks above here, you will if it comes up here and breaks above here, stops around here, you will be refilling it at this point. So it's not like you will be lost forever, that you will be forever out of your precious coin. There will still be opportunities to take it, but you will just take it higher, right? Of course you will be missing some percentages, but trust me, sometimes I rather drop some of those percentages and be safer than, you know, just coming to up here, not taking TP, and then just crashing down here, right? Because that is gonna hurt you a lot more than just missing those extra 10% here, trust me. I mean, I've talked from experience of long years of trading, and trust me, you always want to be staying on the safe side, because at the end of the day, always remember, it's not about how much money you made, but it's how you preserve your trading stack. That is really matters if you want to do this for long term, right? So yes guys, today's video, I mean, I hope I really gave you a good clue what's gonna happen on Link in the future, right? I do hope that one of these trades will perform nicely. I do kind of hope that these trades will already perform nicely, that this trade already works out, then everything is going to be fine with Link, right? And then we just see what happens up here. It's pretty straightforward. If this one goes into play, it's going to be a little bit different, right? So yes guys, please, I'm going to tell you again, please subscribe to the channel if you wish to see more of these videos in the future, right? And also join us at 4C Telegram community, where we discuss their stop losses, where we discuss when some price actions on some coins change, and you know, also give you advices on trades and so on and so on, right? So thank you for watching, and we will be seeing each other in the new one.